Have you ever felt like there's something you want to share or try with your partner, but you're unsure how to bring it up? Maybe it's a desire you've kept to yourself for years, or a fantasy that just recently sparked your curiosity. But every time you think about saying something, the fear of being judged or rejected holds you back. Trust me, you're not alone. Studies show that 68% of couples avoid discussing their fantasies and desires out of fear of how their partner might react. This creates an unspoken barrier that can slowly weaken even the strongest relationships. But here's the good news: when these conversations happen openly and respectfully, they not only enhance physical intimacy, but also build trust and deepen emotional connection. So why not turn that fear into an opportunity? Today, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how to do that, how to create the perfect moment, the right words to start the conversation, and how to handle your partner's responses, whether they're positive or not. Because at the end of the day, sharing fantasies isn't just about exploring desires. It's about feeling seen, heard, and loved on a deeper level. Ready to begin this journey? Let's dive in. Talking about fantasies in a relationship can feel intimidating at first, but it's one of the most powerful ways to deepen your connection with your partner. Fantasies aren't just random ideas or fleeting desires. They're often profound expressions of our individuality, curiosity, and the things that make us feel most alive. Sharing these with someone you love is like opening the door to a level of intimacy many people never get to experience. Think of it this way: when you keep your fantasies to yourself, you're hiding an important part of who you are. Even if the goal isn't necessarily to act on them, opening up and sharing shows your partner, "I trust you enough to let you into something deeply personal." This kind of vulnerability strengthens your bond and demonstrates your willingness to be honest and authentic. On the flip side, avoiding these conversations can quietly harm your relationship. Unspoken desires can lead to frustration or a lingering sense of dissatisfaction. Ever heard someone say, "Something feels like it's missing in my relationship"? More often than not, what's missing is that honest exchange about desires and curiosities. Talking about fantasies also invites your partner to share their own, creating an opportunity to learn more about what they want. This doesn't just enhance your sexual connection, it builds a stronger sense of trust and mutual understanding. You start to see and accept each other in a more complete way, which can only bring you closer. In short, discussing fantasies isn't just about exploring new experiences. It's about creating a relationship where both of you feel safe, respected, and truly connected. After all, who wouldn't want a love that's as emotionally fulfilling as it is physically satisfying? Bringing up this topic can be delicate, so creating a safe environment is the first step to ensuring the conversation is positive and enriching for both of you. A safe space isn't just about the physical setting, it's about fostering an emotional atmosphere where both of you feel comfortable, respected, and free from judgment. Start by choosing the right moment. Avoid bringing up the topic during arguments, in public, or when your partner is distracted or tired. Instead, aim for a time when both of you are relaxed and unhurried, like a quiet evening at home or after a pleasant dinner. A calm and cozy vibe can help ease any tension and make the discussion feel more natural. Your approach also matters. Instead of diving straight into the topic, begin with something positive. For example, "I love how special our connection feels and how comfortable I am with you. That's why I want to share something that's important to me." This kind of introduction reinforces your bond and helps your partner feel valued rather than put on the spot. Avoid judgment at all costs. Words like weird, wrong, or strange can create emotional walls and make your partner hesitant to engage. Stick to neutral and supportive language, showing curiosity and respect instead. "What do you think about this?" Or, "I'd love to hear your thoughts on something I've been curious about." If you're nervous, that's completely normal. Be honest about it. "I'm feeling a little nervous bringing this up, but I trust you completely." Sharing your vulnerability shows courage and can encourage your partner to be open as well. Remember, the goal isn't just to share your fantasies, but also to listen to what your partner has to say. Creating a safe space is an invitation for both of you to open up without fear, strengthening trust and laying the foundation for deeper, more meaningful conversations in the future. Now that you understand the importance of discussing fantasies and how to create a safe environment, let's dive into practical strategies to bring up the topic. Every partner will react differently, so it's essential to be prepared for a range of responses, from curious and open to hesitant or resistant. Here are some tailored examples to guide you. If your partner is generally open to new ideas or has shown curiosity about fantasies in the past, use this as a starting point. Say something like, "I was reading an article about couples who share their fantasies and how it can strengthen intimacy. It got me thinking, is there anything you've always wanted to try but never mentioned?" Or during a relaxed or intimate moment, try, "I love how easygoing our relationship is. Do you think it could be fun to explore new things together?" Keep the tone light and adventurous, framing the conversation as an exciting opportunity for both of you. Use open-ended questions to encourage them to share their thoughts and feelings. On the other hand, if your partner seems more reserved or hesitant about personal topics, approach the conversation with extra care and patience to build trust. Start with a hypothetical question. Do you think it's common for couples to have fantasies they never talk about? I read something about it recently and it made me curious. What do you think? Or share something simple about yourself first. Sometimes I think about ways we could spice things up, but I worry about surprising you or saying the wrong thing. Do you ever feel the same way? By showing your own vulnerability, you make it easier for your partner to feel safe and encouraged to open up without fear of judgment. However, if you've faced resistance in the past when bringing up sensitive topics, or if your partner tends to have a more traditional mindset, tread carefully and use subtle, indirect approaches. Bring it up with an external example. I saw a scene in a show where a couple talked about their fantasies. It made me wonder if other couples discuss their desires openly. What do you think about that? This keeps the initial focus off your relationship, making the topic feel less personal or intimidating. But if your partner shuts down the conversation, respond calmly and assertively. "I understand this might feel uncomfortable to talk about right now, and that's okay. I just wanted to share something important to me because I trust you." This approach respects their feelings while reinforcing the importance of the discussion. If their reaction is dismissive or judgmental, such as, "That's weird," or "Why are you even thinking about this?" stay composed and reply, "I didn't expect this to be an easy topic, but I wanted to bring it up because I value our relationship and believe we can talk openly without judgment." By maintaining a calm and mature tone, you set an example of how to have difficult conversations with mutual respect even when emotions run high. Remember, the goal is not to force the conversation, but to create an environment where both of you feel heard and respected. Tailor your approach to your partner's personality and comfort level, and be patient. These conversations can take time, but when handled thoughtfully, they can lead to greater understanding, trust, and connection. But know that not every conversation needs to reach a resolution right away. Sometimes giving it time can lead to a deeper understanding. If your partner asks for time to process, respect their request. You can say something like, "Of course, I don't want to pressure you. We can talk more about it whenever you're ready." Giving them space demonstrates patience and shows that you value their comfort as much as your own. It's important to avoid having this topic misunderstood. Be clear about your intentions to prevent unnecessary tension. Say something like, "My goal isn't to pressure you into anything. I just want to share something that's important to me and hear how you feel about it." This approach is especially helpful if your partner reacts defensively. It shifts the focus from any perceived demands to the importance of open communication and mutual understanding. Other great tips include: choose respectful language. Use words that show care and respect, avoiding anything that might sound judgmental or accusatory. Be open to any response. Be prepared to accept both a yes or a no without taking it personally. Stay focused on the conversation. If emotions run high, steer the dialogue away from becoming an argument. Keep it about sharing and understanding, not debating. With these strategies, you'll be better equipped to navigate different reactions and maintain a healthy, respectful dialogue, even when faced with challenges. By staying patient, understanding, and open, you can foster a stronger, more connected relationship. Even with the best intentions to create a safe space and approach the topic sensitively, conversations about fantasies may not always be well received. Discomfort or negative reactions are possible, and knowing how to handle them is essential for maintaining connection and preventing conflict. So, if your partner seems uncomfortable or responds with silence, show empathy. Sometimes the initial reaction is just surprise or unfamiliarity with the topic. Say something like, "I can see this topic made you a bit uncomfortable, and that's okay. It's not an easy thing to talk about for many people, but I want you to know that I completely respect your feelings." This validation helps reduce tension and shows you're paying attention to their emotions. Now, if your partner reacts defensively, such as asking, "Why are you even thinking about this?" or saying, "That's strange," avoid responding with frustration. Instead, calmly explain your intentions. For example, "I just wanted to share something that's part of who I am and hear your thoughts. I'm not expecting you to agree or accept it right away, but I wanted to open up because I trust you." This reinforces that your goal is connection, not pressure or persuasion. A negative response like, "That doesn't make sense to me," or "I don't like talking about stuff like this," can be frustrating. However, it's important not to view this as a rejection of who you are. Often your partner's reaction stems from their own beliefs or experiences. Remember that their discomfort doesn't invalidate your feelings. Use it as an opportunity to understand more about their boundaries and values. And if the topic becomes too heavy or emotional, shift to something more neutral while leaving the door open for future discussions. Example, maybe this isn't the right time to talk about this, and that's okay. We can revisit it whenever you feel more comfortable. This approach respects your partner's pace while signaling that the conversation doesn't have to be final. However, if your partner reacts rudely or makes disrespectful comments, stay calm and set clear boundaries. Example, "I wasn't expecting this reaction, but I hope we can talk about this respectfully. My intention wasn't to make you uncomfortable, and I also want to be treated with respect." This response prevents escalation and shows you value healthy communication, even in tough moments. If your partner clearly states they're not interested in exploring fantasies, use this as a chance to understand them better. Ask with genuine curiosity, "I understand that you're not comfortable with this. Could you share more about how you feel or what bothers you about the topic?" Listening without judgment can pave the way for future conversations and may even help them reconsider their position over time. In the end, if your partner decides they're not ready or willing to continue the conversation, respect their decision. Healthy relationships rely on mutual consent, and pushing the issue will only breed resentment. I completely respect your stance. Thank you for listening to what I had to say. What matters most to me is that we keep communicating openly. Handling discomfort or negative responses is an opportunity to demonstrate emotional maturity, empathy, and respect for your partner's feelings. Not every conversation will be easy, but each step toward more open communication strengthens your relationship. Showing patience and understanding lays the groundwork for trust and deeper connection in the future. Talking about fantasies can be challenging, but it's also an incredible opportunity to strengthen the connection between you and your partner. Today, you've learned that the key isn't just sharing your desires, but also creating a space built on trust, empathy, and respect. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried having this conversation in your relationship? How did it go? Or if you've never tried, what do you think would be the biggest challenge? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you know someone who could benefit from these tips, don't forget to share this video. Let's help more people transform their relationships. Oh, and of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates, and join us in building happier, more connected relationships. See you in the next video.